Insightful podcasts by informative hosts. Insights into Things, a podcast network. Welcome to Insights into Teens, a podcast series exploring the issues and challenges of today's youth. Your hosts are Joseph and Madison Whalen, a father and daughter team making their way through the challenges of the teenage years.
Welcome to Insights into Teens. This is episode 132, Holiday Fun and Games. I'm your host, Joseph Whalen, and my festive and generous co-host, Madison Whalen.
Hi, everyone.
How you doing today, Maddie?
I'm doing all right. How about you?
I'm doing fantastic. We are back from a little break last week. We went down to Ocean City, Maryland. I broke a rib. We went to a comic book convention. Had a weekend down there and ready and raving to go now, right?
Yeah.
So I figured this week, since this is the last episode that we'll be recording before we go on our holiday break and come back after the new year, I figured we'd take a break from some of the harder hitting topics and have a little fun with our last episode. So we're going to do a little holiday Q&A. And then we'll do some holiday trivia. And we've got some holiday Would You Rather as well. We haven't done that in a while.
Yeah.
Then we'll be back after the new year. We will have, hopefully, our Discord server up and running by then. That's one of my tasks to do during the holiday break. And we'll be back with all the important topics again.
Alrighty.
So before we do get started and start having some festive fun here, I did want to invite folks to subscribe to the podcast. You can find audio versions of this podcast listed as Insights into Teens. Video versions of all the network's podcasts can be found listed as Insights into Things. We are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, and so forth. Pretty much any place you can get a podcast. I would also invite folks to write in, give us your feedback, tell us how we're doing, give us your show suggestions. We're always looking for new suggestions on what we should cover here. You can email us at comments@insightsintothings.com. We're on Twitter at twitter.com/insights_things. On Facebook, we're at facebook.com/insightsintothingspodcast. We're on Instagram at instagram.com/insightsintothings, or you can get links to all of our social media and everything else on our official website at www.insightsintothings.com. Ready to get started?
Sure.
All right. So, some Q&A. I broke it into two sections. We have 'Tis the Season, which is general holiday stuff, and Reflections, where we kind of look back on things. 10 questions for each category. Here we go. What is your favorite Christmas scent?
I'll be completely honest, I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know that was like something people ask.
Well, it is now, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't really know, like, exact Christmas scents. Would cinnamon be something?
Absolutely.
Sure, cinnamon. Why not?
Cinnamon would be a great one. I personally like the smell of fresh cut trees when you bring them in the house. Number 2, what is your favorite holiday season tradition? What do you enjoy doing with the family or not with the family? You know, it could be a school tradition that you do that is your favorite.
Let's see. Well, for one, I kind of have two family traditions that I keep in mind specifically for Christmas. I like when we decorate the house, specifically the tree, when we pick out ornaments to put on the tree. I always enjoy that because I kind of like picking out ornaments and such.
I guess we better set that tree up and get decorating, huh?
I mean,
We haven't done that yet.
yeah, it's getting quite close to Christmas, so might want to do that at some point. And then I also like on the night of Christmas Eve, where we read A Visit from St. Nicholas.
Ah, yes. I enjoy that too. So we're going to look back a little bit here, reflecting before reflections here. So it's not too far, fortunately, for you. So how was Christmas celebrated at your house when you were 10?
I'd say it was pretty similar to how we do it now. The only real difference being, I was much more young and still had a particular belief going around.
Okay, fair enough. What is your favorite holiday movie or show or whatever you want to call it? What do you like to watch around the holidays?
I probably have to go back to like a lot of the classic ones, because I remember on our Plex server we'd have like a specific area for like holiday movies and such. And the two that stick out to me is the first animated Grinch movie, the first one that was made, because there's a lot of Grinch movies at this point. But I like the original, mainly because it stayed in Seuss's style and it was, well done.
Absolute classic.
Yep. And then the other one would probably be A Year Without Santa Claus.
Oh, my favorite. Love Heat Miser and Cold Miser.
Yeah, they were fun.
I used to love when that would come on. Let's see. Number 5 we're up to. What is the most unusual gift you've ever received?
That's a strange one because I really haven't received any, weird gifts that I know of. You could probably think of some, but, I've
never given you an unusual gift.
I mean, yeah. I guess the one gift that for some reason comes to mind, which isn't really that unusual, was when you guys got me a guitar that one time.
Oh, right.
It came out of nowhere that I know of.
Sure, why not?
And it was the biggest gift there, and...
Well, and it's worked out because you've learned trumpet, so...
just a prelude to me just being, the instrumental kid.
There you go. See, I think my most unusual gift I ever got was one year I got a themed umbrella. And from then on, everyone knew that I collected umbrellas because I got it that 1 year. Now I have a whole bunch of different really cool umbrellas. So it worked out. Number 6. Do you have any traditions around New Year's Eve or New Year's Day?
Yes. On New Year's Eve, instead of having a normal dinner, we would kind of snack on various foods small foods we could microwave, like mozzarella sticks and these small little kind of meat. What do you call it? I don't remember, but
so Mommy's famous hors d'oeuvre buffet.
Yep, hors d'oeuvres. We would typically have hors d'oeuvres around that time.
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on with the lights.
Anyway, so yeah, we would definitely have that for dinner, and then we would basically sit around the TV and either watch the fireworks or watch the ball drop in New York. And then at New Year's, we would have grape juice.
Right. Yes, the famous grape juice.
Yes.
Hitting the hard stuff. Let's see. Number 7. What food do you eat more of this time of year than any other time?
Hors d'oeuvres.
Fair enough. Okay, I guess we already answered that one.
I don't know. I just nothing entirely comes to mind at that point. It's just
a lot of candy canes this time of year.
I was thinking candy canes, but I don't really have candy canes because I don't really like the minty flavor. I have the colorful candy canes.
You've got Skittles candy canes.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah. Let's see, what's next? So do you think, and you've done both now, so I can ask this question, Is it better to stay home on holidays or go somewhere on holidays?
I guess it kind of depends because, like, a lot of the times I find that not a lot of, like, restaurants and stuff are, like, open for Christmas, so there are certain things that, like, are kind of closed during Christmas and you can't really do, but,
Sure, yeah.
Well,
and I was thinking more along the lines of a vacation, like we did before the
that.
pandemic.
Well, I mean, I definitely liked the fact that we had gone to Disney, for Christmas.
It's hard to beat Disney at Christmas.
I mean, yeah. But like, if you want to go on vacation, like, I know that people do like to go on vacation for Christmas, and like, that's totally fine. But like, I guess it really just is up to interpretation of if you feel more comfortable staying at home with your family, or if you guys want to go away on a vacation.
Okay, that's fair answer. So this next question we kind of talked about already, but this goes for any holiday now, not just Christmas, but any holiday. What is your favorite family tradition for the holidays?
Let's see. I guess I like, during Hanukkah, we kind of have 3 different menorahs. This being one of them.
That being one, yes.
We have one where we actually light it. We have this one, which we call the Minecraft one because it's pixely. And then we have one where we turn the bulbs and it's electric.
Right.
So basically, every night of Hanukkah, we basically would switch, menorahs each time, and we've kind of come up with nicknames like, oh, hey, I'm Minecraft, you're Fire, and then you're Edison.
Right. Yeah, we have the Edison one now.
Yeah, that's the Edison one.
Okay. All right. So the last question that we do have is, if there was one thing that you could pick, what's the one thing you would want for Christmas this year? Preferably something that I can still get.
I mean, like, I kind of have topics for what I would want. The only real, like, material thing that, like, specifically comes to mind would be the 3rd book in the Hunger Games saga.
Oh, okay. Well, that seems simple enough.
I mean, yeah, that's, like, the only one that, like...
Okay, well, you're not asking for a lot. I appreciate that.
No problem.
So that's it for our general 'tis the season stuff. So now we're going to look at reflections. We're going to look back on things and get your impressions on things. First one I already asked, so I'm going to skip that one.
Yeah, I wanted to mention that to you when I read over the
Yeah,
notes.
well, I didn't do a very good job screening these questions here as I was putting them together. So we'll go on to number 2 here. Name something about Christmas that most people like, but you dislike. I already know what this one is.
The Christmas songs?
Yes.
Like, I know that some people do hate the Christmas songs, but, like, a lot of them love the songs, and a lot of them, like, find some songs, like, really good. And other times I'm just like,
Yeah. I get it. And there's specific ones you don't like, too.
Yeah, like, I do like some of the Christmas songs, but, like, there are just specific ones that just either annoy me or just make me uncomfortable.
Rattle off some of the creepy ones for the audience.
Probably a lot of one that most people feel is Baby It's Cold Outside.
Yep.
And, like, I don't, like, we kind of already learned, like, the actual, like, somewhat wholesome origins of it, so I'm starting to, like, hate that one a little less. But one that I really do not like and just creeps me out is Santa Baby.
Yeah.
I don't know why more people aren't talking about it.
Yeah, no, I get you. Let's see. Number 3. When your holiday is finished, are you happy to get back to school or work or not? Do you want to extend that time off?
Well, I'm not miserable as most people might be when break ends. Like, I kind of accept it, and, you know, it would be nice to, like, get a normal sleep schedule back on after, 9 or 10 days, so that's nice. It can definitely be hard to kind of go back to school after the break, but, like, I kind of have to get used to it. Do I actually want to go back to school? I mean, I don't look forward to it entirely. Like, I don't...
You're honest, I'll give you that.
Yeah, like, I'm not one of the people who, like, looks forward to going back to school, but I'm also not one of the people who complains about having to go back to school.
Right.
I'm kind of in the middle.
See, and with me, I'm 3 days off and then I'm going stir crazy and I want to get back to work. If I take too much time off, it starts to eat away at me.
Yeah, it kind of depends how, like, I feel.
Yeah. Anyway, moving right along, what is the one thing you are most grateful for this holiday season?
I guess the fact that, Sam's hopefully gonna be seeing us for Christmas.
That is definitely something to look forward to.
Yeah, we haven't really seen him all that much for Christmas, and the fact that he actually agreed to come see us is actually, I'm kind of looking forward to that.
I was very grateful to hear that he was interested in coming back to spend some time with us.
Yeah, maybe I could actually start getting to know him more as well.
That'd be good. That'd be very good. Let's see. We are on question 5. Yes, 5. What's your earliest holiday memory, and why do you think it sticks with you?
If I'm being honest here, I think it was that time that we had actually cooked Christmas cookies, and we actually put some in the mailbox for the mail person.
Okay.
And I think it sticks out to me because it was kind of just like a really nice gesture, something that we didn't really have to do, but I kind of feel embodies what I feel the spirit of Christmas is.
Okay, I'll buy that. That works. I like that answer. I got our lights back on, by the way.
Yay!
Our lights, just for the sake of the audience, our lights are controlled in the studio. Most of them are controlled by Alexa. And she's listening to me now. And Amazon Web Services was having issues today, so all the lights are going all crazy in the house now. So we're still trying to deal with that. Anyway, back on topic. Let's see. What's your favorite gift that you've ever received?
That's definitely a hard one, I'll be honest. I like pretty much everything you guys give me. I've never really had any, I guess the one that might stick out to me was when you gave me a laptop for Christmas.
Okay.
But even then I've appreciated as much as everything else.
You know what one I think probably would be your favorite? That fish tank. And I don't remember if it was a Christmas or a birthday or what, but we gave you this little fish tank with this fake fish in it, and you went everywhere with this thing. And it was like totally inanimate. You couldn't do anything with it. It didn't interact with it or anything like that. But you traveled with that thing everywhere, and when you had lost it at some point in time, and we found it 4 years, 5 years later, and it was just disgusting because all the water had turned to goo. And but yeah, that was one of your favorite ones.
Yeah.
What's the most favorite gift that you've ever given? You do give gifts, right?
I mean, yeah.
Okay, just checking.
I guess it was when I had given you, I think, the one screwdriver kit, and I gave Mommy this, cooking ladle spoon thing. I was pretty young at the time, but it felt nice to give it to you guys, and, you guys actually found use for it.
And I still have the screwdriver kit downstairs on my desk.
And Mommy still has the ladle in the kitchen.
What I liked about that screwdriver kit was you push the button and it slowly opened automatically, and it stood up as it folded back. So it was really convenient to get into the screwdrivers, which I liked. So, good. Question number 8. What's the most valuable lesson you've learned this year? Not holiday related at all.
Yeah.
You've learned lessons, right?
I mean,
okay,
yes.
just checking.
Yes. I guess the most valuable one was that I learned, how to appreciate what I have. I learn to appreciate you guys more. I learn to appreciate kind of everything I've been given. And I learn to appreciate certain aspects of the world.
Good answer. Good answer. Proud to hear that.
Thanks.
Number 9. What do you consider to be one of your greatest accomplishments this year and why?
Probably getting through marching band.
I would agree.
Yeah, it was definitely a very big step coming out of, remote learning and having to also deal with my first year in high school, and I'm kind of glad I went through it and did pretty well.
And you did. You struggled early on with it, but you stuck with it, despite Daddy's attempts to to get you to not stick with it. You stuck with it the whole time, and I think you benefited from it in the long run.
Yep.
And the last question is the corniest one yet. What to you is the true meaning of Christmas?
So I kind of mentioned this briefly, but I feel the true meaning of Christmas is kind of just being good to your neighbor, in the sense that, the entire world kind of, becomes really nice to everyone. People compliment each other, and, everyone's kind of just, being happy with each other and being nice to each other. And, well, it's kind of sad that it really only happens around this time. I mean, I guess just once a year is better than nothing. Better than
not happening at all, yeah. It's a sobering thought, but I think it's an accurate one. So that was all we had for our Q&A session. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with our holiday Would You Rather edition. We'll be right back. For over 7 years, the Second Sith Empire has been the premier community guild in the online game Star Wars: The Old Republic. With hundreds of friendly and helpful active members, a weekly schedule of nightly events, annual guild meet and greets, and an active community both on the web and on Discord. The Second Sith Empire is more than your typical gaming group. We're family. Join us on the Starforge server for nightly events such as operations, flashpoints, world boss hunts, Star Wars trivia, guild lottery, and much more. Visit us on the web today at www.thesecondsithempire.com. Welcome back to Insights into Teens. We are doing our Holiday Fun and Games episode, and we're going to do our Holiday Would You Rather edition right now. So, number 1 on the list here is, would you rather have to eat a whole turkey in one sitting or never be able to eat turkey again?
Oh, definitely never be able to eat turkey again.
Yeah, you're not a big turkey person. That was kind of a softball there.
I mean, yeah, plus you can kind of tell I wouldn't be able to eat an entire turkey in one sitting. I'm pretty sure you couldn't even eat an entire turkey in one sitting.
Probably not, no.
I don't think anyone could.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah.
You'd probably pass out immediately afterwards, too.
I mean, yeah. I was going to say I probably couldn't even eat all of it. And if the other option is to never eat turkey again, something I really only ever ate when I had mayo chup, I'll be fine with it.
The infamous mayo chup.
I mean, yeah.
Question 2. Would you rather get the best gift you ever received again, or get a new gift but have no idea if it'll be good or bad?
Probably have a new gift. I kind of like the element of surprise, plus getting the best gift over, like getting another laptop, might not really be something I want to do.
You get a couple laptops, you start selling them on eBay.
True.
Would you rather relive a past winter holiday again, or get to travel to a future winter holiday?
I guess experience a past one, kind of one that I remember fondly, and kind of just seeing my reaction to stuff like that.
Okay, that makes sense. Would you rather spend the holidays with your family or with 3 celebrities that you get to choose?
Yeah, definitely my family. I don't really have any celebrities I'd want to spend the holidays with, and prefer spending it with you guys.
Well, thanks. That's very kind of you.
No problem.
Would you rather have to cook the big holiday meal every year or have to clean up and do the dishes after the holiday meal every year?
Oh, cook it. Yeah, I'm cooking it. It's way more fun, and like the cleanup isn't that bad from it. I would not clean up after.
So you're not doing the dishes?
No.
Gotcha. Okay, fair enough. Let's see. I think we're on number 6 now. Would you rather be a kid or a grandparent during the holidays?
I think I'd be a kid, and I'm not sure if you ever mentioned this on the podcast. You probably mentioned it outside the podcast, but I know that you kind of say that Christmas is kind of meant for the kids.
Sure.
Like, it's like amazing when you're a kid. Like, it's like this grand holiday. It's like super fun, and a lot of the parents mainly celebrate Christmas for the kids.
Absolutely.
So, well, it would definitely be nice to see that like look of amazement on like my grandkids. I would kind of want to experience it a bit more.
Okay. I wouldn't argue with you with that. I want to be a kid again. I don't want to buy all the presents. I want people to give them to me. Number 7. Would you rather give up one family tradition or start a new one?
I'll start a new one. I don't really want to give up any of the family traditions we have now, and it'd be cool to start a new one so that I, continue it with the family legacy or something.
Okay, that's a very good point. Number 8. Would you rather get to invite a holiday? No, not invite. You don't invite holidays.
I know. I read that like invite.
Would you rather get to invent a holiday on whatever day you want or have a holiday fall on your birthday?
Invent a holiday because I get a lot of creative liberty with it.
Yeah, and my birthday is in late January, so it's not on a holiday, but it's generally close enough to Christmas that I never really got the good presents that other kids got on their birthdays. So.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was also thinking.
Yeah, not that I'm greedy or anything.
I mean, yeah. But like as a kid, you're kind of
greedy. Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
No, I got you.
Kids are kind of naturally greedy.
Yeah, I'm with you there. Would you rather eat Thanksgiving food every day or never again? Now, this includes the turkey. This includes the cranberry sauce. And very carefully consider it includes my mashed potatoes. And it includes our cheesecake. So, bearing that in mind, feel free to answer that question without insulting me.
Okay. Well, I would love to have your mashed potatoes for the rest of my life because they're amazing. And the cheesecake is good. That'd be good for dessert. And I don't really know what I could. And like cranberry sauce is good. But I would be able to skip the turkey and stuffing, right?
You do now, so it's okay.
I mean, yeah. Okay, so
the turkey for you is really just garnish on your plate, sweetie.
Like all the other vegetables.
Exactly.
All right, I'll eat Thanksgiving for the rest of my life.
All right, good answer. That's what we were looking for. Let's see, where are we at? We're number 10 now. Would you rather get a person who is really hard to shop for during Secret Santa or have no one get your name for Secret Santa?
So I've never really done Secret Santa. I know the gist of it, but I've never done it. But I think it'd be fun if I got the person who was really hard to buy for because I'm really hard to buy for, so it'd be kind of interesting to know how much of a pain it is to try to get me a gift.
You know somebody who was really hard to buy for in a Secret Santa?
Who?
Mommy. Because in the Secret Santa, the one Secret Santa that she had participated in at work, they ask you to put your name down and a suggested gift of what you'd like or something like that. And, people put down, I don't know, a candle or, whatever it is. And Mommy thought about it for a moment and realized there really wasn't anything that she wanted or that she needed. And Mommy had put down on her thing, contribute to a charity of your choice in my name. Now, that's not hard to think of. I mean, that's easy for that person to do. But boy, that's hard to top, isn't it? like the selflessness of that one act kind of puts that whole Secret Santa thing into perspective, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And at that point in time, it's like, all right, well, let's not do Secret Santa. Let's all donate something in someone else's name to a charity of our choice, and that's going to be the new tradition. And that's really what it should have been. But I think Mommy was the first person that ever did that and totally shocked people. So anyway, it was a really nice gesture that I kind of took to heart. Number 11. Would you rather live in a gingerbread house with your group of friends or never be able to live with any of them?
I'd live in the gingerbread house as long as we had insurance.
Okay. Insurance from what? People who like gingerbread?
I mean, like, if you're hungry and you decide to eat it. Gingerbread houses aren't, like, the most stable houses.
No, I can't imagine they are.
So I'd like to have some insurance if I was able to live there with my friends.
Okay, well, that's certainly an interesting way to do it. Number 12. Would you rather experience a Christmas in 1700 or in 2100?
I'll do 2100.
Wow, not much of a traditionalist there, are you?
I don't know. The 1700s don't seem like the safest time.
Well, just do me a favor. If you travel to 2100 to do it and you come back, make sure you write down the lottery numbers so that I can play those when we get to that point.
Sure.
Just to make life a little bit easier. Lucky number 13. Would you rather spend Christmas with your group of friends and have them each be or I really need to read this better, because if I read it the way that if I kept going that way, it'd be really messed up. Would you rather spend Christmas with your group of friends or have them each be replaced by their favorite celebrity?
Definitely with my friends.
They don't have any cool celebrities?
I don't know. I don't know, like, who they look up to.
Okay.
It depends, really.
You're not big on celebrities. That's okay. I get that.
I mean, I'd rather spend it with people who I know more about.
I'm with you. I'm not going to argue with you there. Let's see. We are on number 14. Would you rather only be able to watch your favorite TV show during the holidays or have to watch it every day of the year?
I'll do the holidays because I know I'll probably get sick of it after, like, doing it the entire year.
SpongeBob all the time.
I mean, like, I don't think it'd be that. I mean, like, it's just, like, I know that, like, I would more than likely. That's kind of why I was, like, debating whether or not I wanted to do the Thanksgiving all year long because, like, I know I'm going to get tired of it at some point.
Okay. Now, this next question, question 15, I want you to think carefully about this. Given the fact that we haven't decided what our project for the holidays are for next year, would you rather star on a popular holiday music single or star in a popular holiday movie?
I'd kind of want to do the movie.
The movie. Okay. So we're going to be shooting a live action movie for our holiday special next year. Got it. Got it.
Would you guys, like, make us sing if I picked the other one?
We're probably going to sing in the show, too. You can't get away from it in holiday movies.
Oh, goodness.
Okay, 16. Would you rather lose all your money playing dreidel with your group of friends or replace your pillow with one made of latke? The Hanukkah question was thrown in there for Mommy's benefit.
I was going to say.
I didn't want her to feel left out.
Yay. Let's see. I wouldn't have to eat the latke pillow, right?
Just sleep on it. That greasy potato pancake
I'd probably just lose all my
with
money.
onions in it.
I'll just lose all my money.
Yeah,
with
lose the
dreidel.
money.
I mean, it could be comfortable, but, like, do I really want to do that?
As much as I like latkes, I wouldn't want to sleep on one. Number 17. Would you rather vacation somewhere cold or hot during the holidays?
Cold.
Me too, because it never snows here and I'm sick and tired of it.
Yeah.
We're going to Vermont next year. Blah, blah, blah. 18. Would you rather visit a faraway family or faraway friends?
Faraway family, because I don't have faraway friends.
Well, that's kind of cheating, isn't it? Jeez.
Well, if I had faraway friends,
You'd still want to visit family.
sure.
Okay. All right. That's fair enough. You value family. I appreciate that.
But I'll still, make sure to call them.
There you go. Text them. Technology's your best friend these days.
Yep.
Let's see. Question 19. Almost to the end of this segment. Would you rather get stuck in an airport during Christmas or get lost in a Christmas tree farm?
Lost in a Christmas tree farm, because that honestly sounds kind of fun.
That does sound like fun.
And I don't know if it could beat, getting lost on Space Mountain, but...
No, I don't think it would beat that.
But still.
I had a friend of mine whose sister, her and her husband, owned a Christmas tree farm. And every year he would go down there to pick out a tree for the house. And I went with him a couple of times. And it's, a Christmas tree farm where all these trees are lined up in a row. It's not like you're walking through a forest or anything. And you pick out your tree, you cut it down, and you take it with you. I don't know how exciting it would be. But it's got to be better than an airport, right? I've been stuck at an airport before, so.
Yeah.
Question 20, the last of our questions here. Would you rather have to put up outdoor Christmas lights for all your neighbors or wrap all the holiday presents for extended family members?
Wrap all the holiday presents.
You're a present wrapper?
I used to be.
See, and it's like I don't mind wrapping presents, but I never really enjoyed it. I always enjoyed putting up Christmas lights, at least for the first half hour, because I was usually doing it with my brother, and after the first 30 minutes, we'd get on each other's nerves and start arguing. But that first 30 minutes was a nice little tradition we had going there. So
I've just never really put up Christmas lights, so I don't really know what that feels like.
Okay, well, it can hurt sometimes when there's a short. We had shorted one out on the fence at one point in time, and every time I touched that fence, I got shocked. It was fun. Felt like cattle with an electrified fence. Anyway, that's it for our Would You Rather segment. We're going to take another quick break. We will come back, and we'll do some holiday trivia that I hope you didn't cheat and look ahead on. We'll be right back.
Insights into Entertainment, a podcast series taking a deeper look into entertainment and media. Our husband and wife team of pop culture fanatics are exploring all things from music and movies to television and fandom. We'll look at the interesting and obscure entertainment news of the week. We'll talk about theme park and pop culture news. We'll give you the latest and greatest on pop culture conventions. We'll give you a deep dive into Disney, Star Wars, and much more. Check out our video episodes at youtube.com/insightsintothings. Our audio episodes at podcast.insightsintoentertainment.com, or check us out on the web at insightsintothings.com.
Welcome back to Holiday Fun and Games on Insights into Teens. We're going to do some holiday trivia. I have 20 questions. Funny, each segment had 20 questions. How convenient. I didn't even realize I did that. Question number 1. These are not multiple choice, so they're going to be difficult. Maybe. Finish this line from How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Oh, really?
You should know this one.
I know. We already read through it.
It came without packages, boxes, or...
bags.
Yes.
Also,
correct.
I'm pretty sure I read that line.
I'm pretty sure you did, too. Let's see. Question 2. Which popular Christmas beverage is also called milk punch?
Eggnog?
Yes. Very good.
Thanks.
I can barely read these, and I highlighted them myself. This one you'll know from yesterday. Elvis isn't going to have a white Christmas. He's going to have a...
Blue Christmas,
Yes.
aka one of your favorite songs.
Love Blue Christmas by Elvis. Question 4. Who was the bad guy Rudolph tried to avoid?
The Abominable Snowman?
Yes, very good. Who actually turned out to be not such a bad guy after all.
He put the star up on top.
Right. He just had a toothache. I'm just as bad when I have a toothache too.
Yep.
Let's see. Question 5. Which Hollywood actor played 6 different roles in The Polar Express?
That one I don't know.
That would be Tom Hanks. 2-time Oscar winner, I think. Yeah, very impressive. Even looked like a couple of them. Question number 6. According to the famous song, what 3 words best describe the Grinch?
Stink, stank, stunk.
Very good. Because we didn't do the Grinch song for the special.
Yep.
Little teaser there for the end of the show.
Yep.
Let's see. Question number 7. How many ghosts are there in A Christmas Carol last year's holiday special?
I know. And I know I got this wrong the last time. There are 4.
Yes, there are. Who are they?
Marley, the Ghost of Christmas Past, Present, and Yet to Come.
Very good. All of which you played in our Christmas special last year, except for the Ghost Yet to Come, because he didn't have any lines.
I mean, yeah, but I can point really well.
You pointed a lot, that's for sure.
Yeah, I remember I got that wrong and just immediately put out 3, and I realized, oh crap, Marley.
And that's what everybody thinks. It's just 3. But, you can't forget about Marley.
Poor Marley.
Poor Marley. All right, question number 8. What did the other reindeer not let Rudolph do because of his shiny red nose?
Join in any reindeer games.
Yeah. What are reindeer games? What do they play?
I don't know.
Are they console players? Are they PC gamers? Are they board game? I never could figure that one out. Anyway, question 9. Where does the Polar Express take the children?
The North Pole?
Yeah, it doesn't sound creepy at all when you ask it like that, does it? Yeah, it takes them to the North Pole, which is basically just an ice shelf in the middle of the ocean up there.
Yeah.
All right, question 10, halfway through. In the story of A Christmas Carol, which we did last year.
Yeah.
What is Scrooge's first name?
Ebenezer.
Yes, bless you. That is correct.
Come on.
All right. Question 11. Which real-life person is Santa Claus based on?
St. Nicholas?
Yes, a Christian bishop. Bonus question. Where was St. Nicholas from? What modern-day country?
Oh, gosh.
Most people don't know this. Don't know?
No.
He was from an area that is in modern-day Turkey. So, just a little extra bonus there.
Nice.
Question 12. This one comes from a candidate that's up for our next year's holiday special. In the song Frosty the Snowman, what made, and I urge you to answer this carefully,
I know.
what made Frosty come to life?
I know. And, we did this for, Family Jeopardy, and we got it wrong. The old silk hat.
Yes, the old silk hat. It wasn't a magic hat.
That one isn't the magic hat.
The old silk hat had magic in it,
Yes.
but that wasn't its brand name.
It wasn't what it was branded as.
The brand name is Old Silk Hat.
Yes.
They have a long line of hats. Question 13. In this song, 12 Days of Christmas, which was our first holiday special.
Wait, was it?
No, it was not. I'm completely wrong there.
Maybe that's another idea.
That's another good one, yes. So in the song 12 Days of Christmas, which we haven't done or considered doing yet, for the record, what is given on the 10th day?
10 Lords a-Leaping.
Yes. Who possibly wants Lords a-Leaping for Christmas?
I mean, who wants a bunch of birds for Christmas?
Exactly. I don't know what psycho was given these gifts, but I'm glad they weren't giving them to me.
Yeah.
Finish this lyric from Silent Night. Holy night, all is calm, all is...
Bright.
Well, that was easy enough. Okay. Gee, I didn't even do it in tune for you. Question 15. True or not true? Jingle Bells was always intended to be a Christmas song.
False. It was Thanksgiving.
Look at you. You even got the bonus question without me asking it. You sure you didn't look ahead at these?
No.
Okay, just checking.
I just know that it was a Thanksgiving song, and I normally answer by explaining.
Okay.
And I'm losing this.
Don't lose it.
I'm not losing it.
You're losing the spirit of Christmas.
I'm not losing the spirit of Christmas.
Question 16. Listen to the question carefully. What items are traditionally left out for Santa on Christmas Eve?
Milk, cookies, carrots.
You leave carrots for Santa? I mean, maybe he needs them for his eyes or something.
Reindeer.
Right, we weren't leaving it for the reindeer. If you had just give me the first two, it would have been fine.
Okay, cool.
Milk and cookies.
Like, I know that it was milk and cookies, but like you asked it in a way that like would make me confused. Like I missed something.
Well, yeah, that's pretty much the whole reason I said it like that. You'll love this one.
Gosh.
Question 17. What are you supposed to do when you find yourself under the mistletoe?
No.
Throw up?
That's what I want to do.
That's not very neighborly.
No.
What are you supposed to do?
You're supposed to kiss.
Right.
But like, what happens if you're the only one under the mistletoe? What happens then?
You do a James Brown. Jump back, kiss myself.
Yeah.
That's
probably that was actually like another thing I was thinking, like how most people like it and I hate it.
Yeah. I got it. Okay, so Santa has how many reindeer? Math is hard. This isn't the question, by the way.
9?
Yes, 9.
Okay.
Of those 9, 3 of them start with D. What are their names?
Dasher, Dancer, Donder.
Donder, right. Who is nowadays called just Donner, which is strange enough. But originally, as it was written in 'Twas the Night Before Christmas or A Visit from St. Nicholas, it was Donder.
Yep.
Our last 2 questions deal with that, which was our first holiday special.
Yep.
That was what I was thinking of. Question number 19. Finish the line. 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a...
Mouse.
That was an easy one.
I mean, yeah, that was kind of...
That was an easy one. But it did have a dramatic lead up to it, though. And that's the important thing.
Yes.
And our final question to close out this category and this podcast for the most part. What does Santa say at the end of A Visit from the Okay, let's try this one more time. What does Santa say at the end of A Visit from St. Nicholas?
Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
That is incorrect.
Wait, really?
That is incorrect. Happy Christmas to all. That's the line. If you're going to do a quote, you got to do it accurately. Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night. Which I thought was kind of cool to end on that one, right? Anyway, that was all we had. We'll take a quick break, come back, and we'll get your closing thoughts and your holiday message for everyone.
Alrighty, so I just wanted to say that I hope everyone has a wonderful holiday season. Whatever you celebrate, I hope you're enjoying your time with your family and friends, and you're spending it as well as you can. And I just kind of want to say that this is the time where you should always be nice to people. I mean, you should be nice to people in general, but around this time, make it special.
Shout-outs?
Let's see. What?
Was there anyone you wanted to give a shout-out to?
I guess I'm gonna kind of call out Kenny.
There you go.
Kenny, if you're actually on this, hi. I know you're supposed to be watching this, Kenny. You're not commenting. I'm worried.
Okay. Well, that turned into a cry for help more than I thought it was going to.
Anyway, yeah, he was supposed to be on today. Like, I even messaged him. Like, I wanted him to know that we're, like, doing it now.
All right. Well,
so, Kenny, if you're out there, give me a sign.
Welfare check for Kenny. Okay.
I'm sorry.
All right.
Sorry.
Well, I think that was not the note I had expected us to end on, but okay. Before we do go, I do once again want to encourage folks to subscribe to the podcast. Again, you can get audio versions of this podcast listed as Insights into Teens. Video versions of all of our podcasts are listed as Insights into Things. We're available on Pandora, Castro, Stitcher, Podbean, Buzzsprout, any place you can get a podcast these days. I would also encourage you to write to us, give us your feedback, your suggestions for topics. You can email us at comments@insightsintothings.com. We're at Twitter at insights_things. You can get high-res versions of our videos on YouTube at youtube.com/insightsintothings. We do stream 5 days a week on Twitch, as well as several others, including Vaughn.live and Trovo and YouTube. But on Twitch, we're at twitch.tv/insightsintothings. If you're an Amazon Prime subscriber, you do get a free Twitch Prime subscription. We'd love it if you threw that our way. It helps us pay the bills. Audio versions of this podcast can be found at podcast.insightsintoteens.com. Video versions can be found at podcast.insightsintothings. Or you can find links to all that and much more on our website at www.insightsintothings.com. And you.
And don't forget to check out our other two podcasts, Insights and Entertainment, hosted by you and Mommy, and Insights into Tomorrow, our monthly podcast, hosted by you and my brother Sam.
Now, normally we'd go to the credits here. Let me bump back over here. However, every year for the holidays, we do put together a Christmas special. And this year we did a version of How the Grinch Stole Christmas with all the hosts of our podcasts and original artwork by Madison. I will leave that with everyone now. Enjoy it and have a happy holiday. We'll see everybody after the new year.
Happy holidays, everyone!
Bye.
The Grinch Who Stole Christmas by Dr. Seuss. Every Who down in Whoville liked Christmas a lot. But the Grinch, who lived just north of Whoville, did not.
The Grinch hated Christmas, the whole Christmas season. Now please don't ask why. No one quite knows the reason. It could be his head wasn't screwed on just right. It could be, perhaps, that his shoes were too tight. But I think that the most likely reason of all may have been that his heart was 2 sizes too small.
But, whatever the reason, his heart or his shoes, he stood there on Christmas Eve hating the Whos, staring down from his cave with a sour, grinchy frown at the warm lighted windows below in their town. For he knew every Who down in Whoville beneath was busy now, hanging a mistletoe wreath.
And they're hanging their stockings.
He snarled with a sneer.
Tomorrow is Christmas. It's practically here.
Then he growled, with his Grinch fingers nervously drumming.
I must find some way to stop Christmas from coming.
For, tomorrow, he knew,
all the Who girls and boys would wake bright and early. They'd rush for their toys. And then, oh, the noise. Oh, the noise, 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 noise. That's the one thing he hated. The noise, 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 noise.
Then the Who's, young and old, would sit down to a feast. And they'd feast, and they'd feast. And they'd feast, 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 feast. They would feast on Who pudding and rare Who roast beast, which was something Grinch couldn't stand in the least.
and then they'd do something he liked least of all. Every Who down in Whoville, the tall and the small, would stand close together, with the Christmas bells ringing. They'd stand hand in hand, and the Who's would start singing.
They'd sing, and they'd sing, and they'd sing, 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 sing. And the more the Grinch thought of this Who Christmas sing, the more the Grinch thought,
I must stop this whole thing. Why, for 53 years I've put up with it now. I must stop this Christmas from coming. But how?
Then he got an idea, an awful idea. The Grinch got a wonderful, awful idea.
I know just what to do.
The Grinch laughed in his throat, and he made a quick Santa Claus hat and a coat, and he chuckled and clucked.
What a great Grinch trick. With this coat and this hat, I look just like St. Nick. All I need is a reindeer.
The Grinch looked around, but since reindeer are scarce, there was none. The old Grinch? No, the Grinch simply said,
If I can't find a reindeer, I'll make one instead.
So he called his dog Max. Then he took some red thread, and he tied a big horn on the top of his head.
Then he loaded some bags and some old empty sacks on a ramshackle sleigh, and he hitched up old Max.
Then the Grinch said,
Giddy up.
and the sleigh started down towards the homes where the Who's lay a snooze in their town.
All their windows were dark. Quiet snow filled the air. All the Who's were all dreaming sweet dreams without care when he came to the first little house on the square.
This is stop number 1.
The old Grinchy Claus hissed, and he climbed to the roof, empty bags in his fist.
Then he slid down the chimney, a right tight pinch. But if Santa could do it, then so could the Grinch. He got stuck only once, for a moment or two. Then he stuck his head out of the fireplace flue, where the little Who stockings all hung in a row.
These stockings
He grinned.
are the first things to go.
Then he slithered and slinked with a smile most unpleasant around the whole room, and he took every present. Pop guns and bicycles, roller skates, drums, checkerboards, tricycles, popcorn, and plums. And he stuffed them in bags. Then the Grinch, very nimbly, stuffed all the bags, one by one, up the chimbley.
Then he slunk to the icebox. He took the Who's feast. He took the Who pudding. He took the roast beast. He cleaned out that icebox as quick as a flash. Why, that Grinch even took their last can of Who hash.
And he stuffed all the food up the chimney with glee.
And now
Grinned the Grinch.
I will stuff up the tree.
And the Grinch grabbed the tree and he started to shove, when he heard a small sound, like the coo of a dove. He turned around fast, and he saw a small Who, Cindy Lou Who was no more than 2.
The Grinch had been caught by this tiny Who daughter, who'd got out of bed for a cup of cold water. She stared at the Grinch and said,
Santa Claus, why? Why are you taking our Christmas tree? Why?
But, you know, that old Grinch was so smart and so slick, he thought up a lie, and he thought it up quick.
Why, my sweet little tot,
The fake Santa Claus lied.
there's a light on this tree that won't light on one side. So I'm taking it home to my workshop, my dear. I'll fix it up there. Then I'll bring it back here.
And his fib fooled the child. Then he patted her head, and he got her a drink, and he sent her to bed. And when Cindy Lou Who went to bed with her cup, he went to the chimney and stuffed the tree up.
Then the last thing he took was the log for their fire. Then he went up the chimney, himself, the old liar. On their walls he left nothing but hooks and some wire.
And the one speck of food that he left in the house was a crumb that was even too small for a mouse. Then he did the same thing to the other Who's houses, leaving crumbs much too small for other Who's mouses.
It was 15:15 dawn. All the Who's still abed, all the Who's still a snooze. When he packed up his sled, packed it up with their presents, their ribbons, their wrappings, the tags and the tinsel, the trimmings, the trappings.
3,000 feet up the side of Mount Crumpet, he rode with his load to the tip-top to dump it.
Pooh-pooh to the Who's.
He was Grinchishly humming.
They're finding out now that no Christmas is coming. They're just waking up, and I know just what they'll do. Their mouths will hang open a minute or two. Then the Who's down in Whoville will all cry, boo-hoo. That's a noise
Grinned the Grinch.
that I simply must hear.
So he paused, and the Grinch put his hand up to his ear, and he did hear a sound rising over the snow. It started in low, then it started to grow.
But the sound wasn't sad. Why, this sound sounded merry. It couldn't be so, but it was merry. Very.
He stared down at Whoville. The Grinch popped his eyes. Then he shook. What he saw was a shocking surprise.
Every Who down in Whoville, the tall and the small, was singing without any presents at all. He hadn't stopped Christmas from coming. It came. Somehow or other, it came just the same.
And the Grinch, with his Grinch feet ice cold in the snow, stood puzzling and puzzling.
How could it be so? It came without ribbons. It came without tags. It came without packages, boxes, or bags.
And he puzzled 3 hours, till his puzzler was sore. Then the Grinch thought of something he hadn't before.
Maybe Christmas
He thought,
doesn't come from a store. Maybe Christmas, perhaps, means a little bit more.
And what happened then? Well, in Whoville they say that the Grinch's small heart grew 3 sizes that day. And the minute his heart didn't feel quite so tight, he whizzed with his load through the bright morning light, and he brought back the toys and the food for the feast. And he
He himself, the Grinch, carved the roast beast.